Oh, if you guys aren't in a bad mood yet, you sure soon will be. I have yet to see a more disgusting and outright, just outrageous story than the one I'm about to tell you today. This one comes from Twitter. As you guys know, I think it's at this point literally impossible for anything positive to come from Twitter. And today we're going to be looking at the story of my boyfriend's cancer battle was ruining my mental health. So I left him. Wow. Now I'm running a marathon in his honor. She had us in the first half. I thought this was just a terrible person that made it all about herself. But then remarkably, in the end of the article, she managed to then make it all about herself some more. So yeah, wow, that's pretty amazing. So Danielle Epstein here is a 32-year-old who left her boyfriend when discovering he had cancer, claiming the fact that it was just too much on her mental health. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and say, if I ever went through that, it'd be a breeze. Of course, it would absolutely destroy me. Hopefully, this is nothing I would ever have to experience. I could only imagine how devastating this must have been. But it's like, there's two things here. One, when you're with someone, you're also with them in the low parts as well. You can't just be there in the good high parts, and then as soon as hits the fan, you dip. Oh, this is just really inconvenient me now. Like I don't want to stick around for this. I'm leaving. Your cancer's just giving me bad vibes. Like, what do you mean? And two, the fact that she put this as an article and gave this to the Daily Mail and was like, yeah, I feel like I'm probably gonna really connect with some people here. This is the most alien thing I think I've ever read. The story goes on to say, while all this was going on, physics teacher Danielle began having panic attacks and her mental health plummeted, so she ended their relationship. She moved to Thailand, but remained friends with Yella and is now running a marathon for a brain tumor charity. This is what she looks like, by the way. Look at her. I'm helping brain tumor research. Oh, guys. After giving such a trashy article to the Daily Mail, how could you be standing there like, I did good? Though you didn't. She said she was still figuring out her relationship with Yella, adding, I felt the most awful person leaving somebody because they have cancer, but it was damaging my mental health and it wasn't helping Yella. Maybe in a time of need of like this, you can reach out to your family or friends to maybe help with this. I just feel like this is just amazing. All I'm really getting from this article so far is just her basically going on about how it affected her. You know what I mean? Me. How it affected me while her boyfriend had cancer, brain cancer. You know what I mean? Bro, I feel like I already know this type of girl. This would be the type of girl where if you were literally split in half, but she had a splinter in her fingernail, you better comfort her. Danielle Epstein, 32, is running the London Marathon for her ex-boyfriend after admitting she left him because she couldn't cope with his cancer battle. Here's a picture of them together. Nice sweet couple. I also feel like around about this time, any guys watching this, they like swipe right or whatever and go on a Tinder date with her now are surely gonna be probably looking at this and just thinking, I want no part of this. For me, I feel like if I'm with someone, I want them to always be with me for the good times and the bad times. Vice versa, how I would be as well. Like I say, I can understand how sometimes it might be all just too much for someone. Like, I absolutely get that. I just don't understand how you can make an article though about this and just make it, which seems to be all about herself. I'm running a marathon, aren't I good? No, you're not. The couple were in the process of buying a house in North London when Yella became ill. After numerous consultations with the GP and an effective treatments for an ear infection, the vomiting became much worse. Yella went for a private MRI scan using their health insurance. Doctors found a grade 4 tumor, normally a cancer that affects children, and he was booked in for a surgery in September. Danielle said, we were on the certain path to a certain future, and within one day, we knew it wasn't going to work out like that anymore. I was so worried and devastated, I couldn't sleep or eat. I was having panic attacks and was on so much medication to sort myself out. I just couldn't function. Yeah, what was the boyfriend going through? Brain surgery. And I'm not going to show some of the images they put on here because I feel like it's a little bit too graphic for YouTube, but I can reference them. Before I do so, here is a picture of Yella in the hospital, you know, just looking extremely ill, as you would expect from someone that is dealing with cancer. There are other pictures as well. Like I said, I'm not going to show, but he now, I'm pretty sure, has a scar all the way from the back of his neck that goes all the way up to his head. You can only imagine how traumatic that must be for someone. Brain cancer as well. I could not imagine the thought process behind that. Like a grade 4 as well. You know, it's not like early stages at this point. And the fact that she has literally gone on an article and just said how it made her feel is actually like beyond me. It's wild. It's messed up. That's what it is. I understand this can happen from time to time. And yeah, I can't necessarily blame people. I don't know what it must feel like. I've never gone through it. But I felt like if they addressed the article maybe a little bit differently and not making it about themselves and a justification on why they did it, I felt like this would have gone down better. I don't know. I just find this all very peculiar. Also, by the way, there's this one line in this article that I just, let's keep on reading. It gets so dumb. Realizing they had to split up, she moved to Thailand with her father, but she has stayed friends with Yella and kept up to date with his recovery, which, by the way, he survived. I actually didn't personally know this up until recently, which, oh my God, thank God. I said, bro, could you imagine like going through that and then also being alone and not having anyone there by your side? Like your girlfriend just goes in the most important time when you need her. Like it's disgusting. He also can't fully close his eye and must use eye drops and ointments, explaining her decision to run the London Marathon in his name for a brain tumor research. She said, I felt so hopeless watching all of this unfold, so I knew I had to do something. Yeah, that's something maybe being sticking with your man when he needed you most, but sure, let's run a marathon instead, I suppose. And this is the one that gets me. I'm not a runner, but Yella has done marathons before, so I thought it would be a challenge for me and a nice tribute to him. And it felt like something to aim towards. Aww. I won't be fast, but I'm determined to get around. Training has been tough, physically and mentally. Just keep going when you are so bored is challenging. But I have the best motivation. If Yella can go through all of this, then I can run a marathon. Battling brain tumor cancer, stage 4. Going on a run. Yeah, man, Yella, like, what the f, bro? I totally get that must have been hard, but it ain't no marathon. Like, what the fuck is this article? Wow, she's so brave. Like, is that what she's expecting from us? Like, oh, wow. Yeah, no, Yella did all that and stuff, and I don't know if I'm, by the way, if I'm butchering his name, but I'm guessing that's how you say it. I've been saying it wrong the whole video. Yeah, that's hard effort, but it ain't no marathon. She then goes on to further say basically that cancer research in the UK is trash and we need to do a better job. Okay, thanks. Thanks for the constructive criticism then. I'll be sure to let them know. It's just so stupid. Yeah, I saw this the other day. Goes without saying, people are not happy with this. Would you be? After reading something like this? What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope this video gets around and more people see this. So if you guys wouldn't mind hitting the like button, this is just extremely dumb. That all being said, I hope I'm not making you guys now leave in an absolute rage. I hope you somehow enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.